Well, I was talking about that with my coach today.
I love that you have a coach. I love that.
Me too. Me too. She's actually happy that I'm doing this.
That's so cool.
she, she's
Is she watching? She better be watching.
She might be. She might be. But we were talking about what 2020 brought, and you and I were talking about that.
Yes.
If you didn't learn anything during the time that you were cooped up in your house and didn't take advantage of the time that we had in either reading, listening, and doing anything, or making yourself better, just even in our own profession, I feel like I'm the steel rod of real estate agents, because I know that you guys practice and practice and practice, and that's what I do, and I do that. The agents that don't practice that and sharpen their knives, their skills, and sharpen the blade and do that, yes, they've gone. They're gone. And so the ones that are left are the ones that know how to sell, the ones that know what they're doing, and the ones that are going to be more informative to the consumer. And that's what I feel. I'd rather have that, because if I'm representing a buyer or I'm representing a seller, I want that other agent that writes that offer to know what's going on, to know what they're doing. And me personally, if I get a vibe that agent doesn't know what they're doing, then I help them. Mm-hmm. Because if it's a good offer that comes in, I don't think that my client should suffer just because that real estate agent doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay.
That's the way I look at it. And if I can help them and make them a better agent, then the next time,
better for the industry.
Right. I mean, you're going to have more integrity. They're going to be better. And then the next time I have a deal, or that guy might have a listing that my buyer wants, and he's going to remember what I did for him, and he's going to accept my offer over another offer. Mm-hmm. Because we never know who we're going to run into in this business.
Yeah.
We don't, And that's when you see the numbers of real estate agents, dropping off, we need that every once in a while.
Yeah.
When the market is where you could put a sign up and it sells, do you really have to be?
That's exactly why I got mine. Like, I mean,
you could be a musician / realtor.
I'm going to be real with you, dude. Like,
realtor.
I was a musician, and and the market was really good. Everybody, homes were. It was if I'm not mistaken, it was a seller's market, because anyone could come in and they would have 5 more offers, on the table, but more than what it appraised for. And this is back in 2004, and so I jumped. I'm like, hey, this seems like a good idea. I'm working at night. Might as well get my real estate license and do something during the day. So I went out. I got my license. I learned about it. I ended up getting a job at Century 21 Masters in Walnut with Neil Schwartz, and I'll never forget, because that gentleman is he's a cool. You've worked with him as well.
I was there too.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Man, I just learned so much from him in my short time in the business. But I think that was probably my first turning point when it came to like personal growth, because they turned me on to like the Tony Robbins. Back then there were cassettes, or I think I had CDs. I actually had CDs, so that was good. But that was kind of my first, introduction to personal growth and learn time management, things like that. Because I'm a rock star, dude. Like I don't wake up at 7 unless I'm surfing. Like
that's not gonna happen.
So, so when I was one of those real estate agents who got my license, jumped in, sold a few homes, did a couple deals, couple referrals, things like that, and after about, I want to say 9 months or so. It was about 9 months that I was really working it. And I was like, this is just not for me. I couldn't hang. Yeah. I was one of the washouts
that took a listing from you. No, and that's okay. I mean, that's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. And the numbers that we take on as real estate agents when we set our goals and do that, we take that into consideration. There's always going to be those listings that we don't get. Yeah. But our job is to go in and make it happen. So if during that time you would have had a buyer and you came to me, I would have helped you. Yeah. I would have helped you get through it, because I want to educate you and make sure that it all gets done.